that is watching today's official draw, and not to forget all of the media members that joined us today in studio.
Inilah adalah drawing Piala AFF U16 Wanita 2025 yang akan digelar di Indonesia, yaitu di kota Solo, Jawa Tengah, digelar pada tanggal 20 hingga 29 Agustus 2025.
And this is based on a different pots based on the previous edition of the AFF Under-16 Girls Championship 2019. Now, as you can see in the monitor, in pot 3, we have Cambodia, Timor-Leste, and Australia. In pot 2, we have Malaysia, Myanmar, and Singapore. And joining Indonesia as the host country, we have Thailand and also Vietnam in pot 1. Now, without further ado, as we will begin the official draw, let me welcome Bapak Muhammad as the PSXI Executive Committee member to come to the stage and conduct the draw. Kepada Bapak Muhammad, kita undang untuk maju ke depan untuk melakukan prosesi drawing. As mentioned briefly, we will start the draw in reverse order, starting on from pot 3, continued by pot 2, and lastly ended by pot 1. So let's start the draw in pot 3, filling in position of A3, B3, and C3, composed of Cambodia, Timor-Leste, and Australia. Silakan Bapak dimulai untuk drawing posisi pertama untuk A3. Now A3 is filled by Timor-Leste. Continuing on with position of B3. Silakan Bapak. Masih di pot ketiga. Bapak, kita lanjutkan dengan pot ketiga. Pot ketiga yang di sebelah kiri. Filling in B3 again from pot 3. And now B3 is filled with Cambodia. Still continue on from pot 3, filling in position of C3. And C3 is going to filled by Australia. Now we're moving on to pot 2. Again, pot 2 will take position of A2, B2, and C2 between Malaysia, Myanmar, and Singapore. Now let's draw position of A2. Now position A2 is filled by Malaysia. Continue on by position B2. And now position B2 is filled by Myanmar. And now C2 is filled by Singapore, and we continued on by pot 1. Finally, lastly, pot 1, Mr. Muhammad will first take the yellow ball, which is filled by Indonesia as the host country. Indonesia is taking place A1 as the host country of the tournament. And now we have two last balls, which is going to fill position of B1 and C1. Silakan, Pak. Now B1 is filled by Vietnam. And the last ball that is going to fill position C1. C1 is filled by Thailand. And with last ball draw, that will conclude our official draw of today. Terima kasih banyak kepada Bapak. We will let you come back to your seat. Now that just concludes the official draw of the ASEAN Under-16 Girls Championship 2025 Indonesia. Let's have a recap of the groups that we have drawn just now. Group A is now filled. Joining the host country Indonesia, we have Malaysia and Timor-Leste. Now continued on by Group B, we have Vietnam, Myanmar, and Cambodia. Lastly, on Group C, we have Thailand, Singapore, and Australia. We would like to wish all of the participating teams the best of luck and may all of the matches be played in a spirit of fair play. Thank you for joining us today in the official draw of the ASEAN Under-16 Girls Championship 2025 Indonesia. We look forward to welcoming everyone in Surakarta, Central Java next month